fuck? Post a picture of your motherfucking mama. She dead, nigga. Hey, respect, nigga. Stop fucking playing with my mama, nigga. Nigga ain't playing like that. Nigga ain't going like that, nigga. How y'all raised? I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mama. I'm not going. So tell your I'ma dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama, nigga.
Nobody expected the day would come when Curtis 50 Cent Jackson finally met someone willing to swing back just as hard, but if you had King Harris marked on your bingo card as the one to do it, you might be psychic. The whole situation detonated after 50 crossed what many consider a sacred line and dragged King's mother into his ongoing tension with T.Y., and that's when things turned personal. King wasn't having it, calling 50 out for being way too grown to still be moving like this online, but let's be honest, 50 built a legacy off pettiness, and he doesn't retreat, he reloads. So instead of backing down, he flipped the spotlight onto King, telling him to worry less about defending his mama and more about his own baby mama, who he claims is running game on him. And now everybody's asking the same question: what exactly does 50 Cent know about King's situation that the rest of us don't?
But yeah, for him to say, let's go mama for mama, dig yours up and make her post a picture of her looking better than my mother. You know, King is absolutely unhinged. And if 50 really manages to find a way to go back and forth with King, I don't see how that's gonna happen unless King was out here trying to, like, I don't know, do a little acting tape for one of 50 Cent shows, and the tape came out looking bad. There's really nothing that he could say to King that King isn't gonna respond to. He's been dealing with going back and forth with people.
This back and forth between King Harris and 50 Cent has quickly become internet gold, because out of all people, who would have thought someone would step up and try to out-troll the master himself? It all traces back to the idea that 50 Cent and T.I. were once supposed to face off in a versus battle, a showdown that made sense considering they both dominated the early 2000s and carved out major legacies during that era. Word on the street is that 50 initially agreed, only to later pull out, and when T.I. was questioned about why the battle never happened, he didn't mince words. He suggested that 50 simply couldn't step up to him.
Nah, I said I wanted 50. That's what I said. He don't want no smoke though. Oh, Lord. I called my man out. He don't want no smoke. He ducking smoke. It's cool. So now here we trying to think about other people who would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
We mentioned Wayne, and Wayne wouldn't be bad.
That comment clearly struck a nerve, because 50 wasted no time firing back with his signature sarcasm, posting, "I know Atlanta picks and chooses who they support, but y'all gotta do better. LOL, keep my name out your mouth." Not stopping there, he uploaded a clip of T.I. in court and added, No, I don't like it. No verses, let's do the stay away challenge and stay away from me. LOL, turning the whole situation into a public spectacle. But T.I. didn't retreat either. He doubled down, confidently standing on the claim that his catalog outshines 50's and insisting that's the real reason 50 didn't want the smoke.
Okay, so first, it was really about celebrating each other's catalog. Me and this nigga talk about this, bro. This shit, I ain't just called a nigga out the blue. Me and this nigga talk about this.
You talk about you and 50?
Yeah, man, we talk about this shit, man. This shit just come out of nowhere. We were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man, you know what I mean? I said, shit, what you think about this? He was like, shit, you wanna do that shit? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, cool, so shit. I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. Right. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, nigga act like he ain't know what the fuck was going on. Then that's what it was about, you know what I'm saying? Now, it about, oh, you playing? Okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about fuck all of it? Fuck all of it. I don't even want, man, Cause now I question your character.
From T.I.'s perspective, it did look questionable. Why agree to something that big and then quietly back out without a clear explanation? The jokes were flying and 50 wasn't enjoying being the punchline. So when he realized T.I. was still talking, he escalated things in a way that made people uncomfortable, posting an unflattering stage photo of Tiny. Now, Tiny has faced criticism before over her cosmetic procedures, but the reality is she wasn't part of this beef at all. She's largely stayed out of controversy, minding her business, and many felt 50 crossed a serious boundary by dragging her into something she had nothing to do with.
I honestly don't understand how 50 Cent is still allowed to be a part of the industry, because he does stuff like this. So disrespectful. T.I. mentioned him on the podcast, and he got so angry that he posted T.I.'s wife like this, y'all. He said, I keep saying, keep my name out your mouth. And posted Tiny. Disrespectful.
That's when King stepped in, and he did not tiptoe into the conversation. He stormed in. Furious that his mother was being mocked, he posted a photo of 50 Cent's mother's grave and told him to go dig her up so they could compare whose mama looks better. It was shocking, raw, and undeniably heated. King made it clear he was ready to go to war behind his mother, accusing 50 of moving recklessly because he doesn't have family standing beside him.
Straight like that. Your son don't love you. You don't got no family. You not loved. You rich, but you not loved, nigga. Money means nothing without no one to spend it with. Your son don't love you. And nigga, just for talking about my mama, I would slap the out that nigga just cause he share the same blood as you, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Man, at the end of the day, I don't play by my mama. I don't play by my mama.
Now, with most people, that kind of escalation would have ended the exchange. But this is 50 Cent, the same man who treats trolling like a competitive sport. If he could spar endlessly with Diddy's son King Combs, he wasn't about to fold here. Instead, he posted a frog meme captioned LOL, clearly implying King resembled it. And just in case anyone missed the jab, he followed up with another video of King and Tiny together to make sure the shade landed exactly where he wanted it to.
If my wife look like that, may God bless America.
Damn.
I don't know if that's a wrestler. I don't know if that's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Put her in the comment section. Hacksaw. That's what they call it, tiny Hacksaw Jim Duggan. No, let me stop. You see? You get me in trouble. Oh my God, put me in the comment section, man. You gotta have T.I., Lil King looking for me.
And 50 wasn't finished. He dropped yet another clip basically telling King to stay out of grown folks' business and focus on his own situation, specifically the baby mama he claims is playing him. But King refused to slow down. He resurfaced an old courtroom clip of 50 defending himself after being accused of putting hands on 3 women, adding, all you do is apply pressure to females, bring that smoke to the chimney, F Ninja. Just getting started, Paula. Then he posted a photo of 50 with his teenage son sitting on his lap and wrote, "You think you are raising a man by having him sit on your lap as a teenager? That's a hoe, sir." Pause. King kept hammering at the idea that despite all 50's wealth, he stands alone with nobody by his side. That jab about his son clearly hit home because 50 pivoted away from Tiny and went straight for King's child, claiming King should be more concerned about raising a son with a gold digger. Ever since King announced he was expecting a baby with a woman named Nana, people online have speculated that she's more interested in T.I.'s money than King himself, suggesting T.I. and Tiny would ultimately shoulder the financial responsibility. No one really knows Nana's background, her age, or where she came from, but after giving birth, she made comments about being too famous now and not having to work, which only fueled the whispers.
It don't work. Yeah, I think at this point of my life right now, no, I don't work. Like, I don't work, but I did want to get a job, but it's like y'all know me now, and I'm not the type of person, I'm not a friendly ass bitch. So like, you know what I'm saying? All of that, you know what I'm saying? You see me at work and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really am not the talkative person, you know? So maybe like a bottle girl job.
King even admitted that she doesn't really mind if he talks to other women as long as she's taken care of, which only added more layers to an already messy narrative.
Like, shawty, don't say, you got a baby. I'm a good baby daddy. I ain't got no baby mama problems. My baby mama is one of the most player baby mamas, you know what I'm saying, known to mankind. So, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't try to, like, you got a baby, man, beat it. My job, if I'm talking like, let's say I DM a girl, or I get a girl number, or, you know what I'm saying, a girl at the studio, just know my baby mama don't care. So you cannot do, don't try to pull, King with no.
According to 50, that indifference proves she's getting exactly what she wants, access to T.I.'s money. And he used that claim to argue that King doesn't have his life organized enough to be waging war online like this. Still, 50 may have underestimated who he was dealing with. King has long carried a chip on his shoulder, determined to prove he's really about that life. So whether the accusations hold weight or not, he seems locked in on winning this battle, especially when it comes to defending his mother. Even after 50 went at his baby mama, King fired back by listing all the people 50 has publicly disrespected over the years just for attention, making it clear his mom would not join that roster. And the internet, a surprising number of people are siding with him. Seeing 50 Cent getting checked by Ty and his whole family is honestly refreshing. It feels like T might finally put an end to 50's ongoing social media antics in a way that no one else has been able to. I'm standing with King Harris. 50 Cent is a loser, a person that woman has nothing to do with this beef. With a man, she has adult children and grandchildren. Darn right, you step behind your mother, King has all right to crash behind his mama. 50 Cent got me on this internet 100%, standing behind King Harris right now because leave people's mamas alone. So now the question is simple. Are you riding with King on this one, or are you still backing 50 Cent? Drop your thoughts in the comments, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.